Venezuela, a country of breathtaking Caribbean beaches, Angel Falls, and incredible natural beauty. But in 2026, one question dominates every traveler's mind. Is it safe to travel to Venezuela in 2026? This question sets the stage for an exploration of travel safety considerations. The query directly addresses concerns about visiting Venezuela in 2026. Venezuela is a country known for its natural beauty and diverse landscapes. The primary focus is to assess the safety of traveling to Venezuela in 2026. The segment will address concerns and provide insights into the current travel situation. This video aims to deliver a clear-eyed view of Venezuela's travel risks alongside its undeniable attractions. Let's start with the capital city of the nation, Caracas. Caracas serves as Venezuela's capital and largest city, nestled in a scenic valley within the northern coastal mountain range along the Guaire River, home to nearly 3 million in its metropolitan area. Recent news headlines scream urgent travel warnings amid U.S. military strikes and Maduro's capture, urging travelers to avoid Venezuela entirely. Do not travel advisories from governments represent the severe level of caution, explicitly urging citizens to completely avoid Venezuela due to extraordinary risks, including current tension with U.S. Level 4 advisory, indicates the highest level of travel risk. These warnings collectively signal potential dangers or instability in the depicted locations. This video segment will provide a detailed analysis of the current situation. It will also cover official warnings related to the situation. The segment will break down the implications of these warnings. The analysis is specifically tailored for potential visitors. The information aims to provide clarity and guidance. Viewers can expect a comprehensive overview of the relevant factors. Major governments issue strong warnings against traveling to Venezuela. The U.S. Department of State issues a Level 4 Do Not Travel advisory for certain locations. This advisory indicates a high level of risk for travelers. Canada, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, India, and others have also issued urgent advisories telling their citizens to avoid all travel to Venezuela because of violent crime and political instability. Additional dangers include kidnapping, terrorism, and crime. Civil unrest and a weak health system also contribute to the advisory level. Several countries have issued travel advisories for Venezuela. These advisories urge citizens to reconsider or avoid travel to Venezuela due to safety concerns. Countries issuing warnings include Canada, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. India has also issued similar warnings regarding travel to Venezuela. The advisories often cite factors like crime, political instability, and healthcare access as reasons for concern. Travel warnings are issued to advise citizens about potential risks in certain destinations. These warnings often cite violent crime as a significant concern. Political instability is another common reason for issuing travel warnings. Arbitrary detention, or the risk thereof, can also trigger a travel warning. Shortages of essential resources contribute to the decision to issue travel warnings. These factors collectively indicate potential danger to travelers. Official government advice currently advises against traveling to Venezuela. This warning is particularly strong regarding travel for tourism purposes. The assessment indicates that the risks associated with visiting Venezuela are currently too high. Travelers should consult official government sources for the most up-to-date information and recommendations. Venezuela is currently facing a profound and prolonged political crisis. This political instability is intertwined with a severe economic downturn. The crisis has persisted for over a decade, impacting various aspects of Venezuelan society. Stock footage illustrates the tangible effects of the crisis on the ground. The situation reflects a complex interplay of political and economic factors. The July 2024 presidential election was marked by significant controversy. Allegations of widespread fraud emerged during and after the election. These allegations led to widespread public protests and demonstrations. Authorities responded to the protests with heavy repression tactics. News archives document the unfolding events and escalating tensions. The election's legitimacy was widely disputed, causing political instability. The Nicolás Maduro government faces accusations of eroding democratic legitimacy. Accusations include the suppression of political opposition and dissent. The government is also accused of consolidating power through security forces. These actions have led to widespread condemnation and international scrutiny. The 2024 post-election period was marked by widespread protests. Footage from these protests reveals instances of arrests, Reports also indicate fatalities occurring during the protests. Security forces were allegedly involved in detaining dissidents. These detentions were reportedly carried out during specific operations. Venezuela's economy is currently facing significant challenges. The country is experiencing high levels of poverty. The Venezuelan currency has been significantly weakened. The oil sector, a key part of Venezuela's economy, has been impacted by U.S. sanctions. These factors contribute to the ongoing economic crisis in Venezuela. An unstable environment is characterized by a combination of adverse conditions. Political repression contributes to instability by suppressing dissent and limiting freedoms. Economic collapse exacerbates instability through widespread poverty and unemployment. International isolation further destabilizes the environment by limiting access to resources and support. These factors collectively undermine safety and disrupt basic services, creating an unstable environment. Venezuela is characterized by consistently high homicide rates. Crime statistics reveal the severity of violent crime within the country. These statistics provide quantitative data on the prevalence of homicides. The data underscores the urgent need for effective crime reduction strategies. The high rates reflect underlying socio-economic and political factors. Government advisories are being issued to inform citizens about widespread violent crime. These advisories highlight various types of violent crimes occurring in the region. Reported crimes include armed robbery, posing a threat to personal safety and property. Carjacking incidents are also prevalent, endangering vehicle owners and passengers. Additional threats include home invasions, kidnapping, and assaults, contributing to a climate of fear. Criminals sometimes use deceptive tactics to commit robberies. One such tactic involves setting up fake police checkpoints or roadblocks. These fake checkpoints are designed to stop vehicles under false pretenses. Once vehicles are stopped, criminals rob the passengers and steal their belongings. The Caracas skyline highlights the potential dangers of the city. Walking at night in Caracas is generally considered unsafe due to high crime rates. Certain neighborhoods in Caracas should be avoided, especially after dark. It is advisable to take precautions and be aware of your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Armored vehicles are often used in private security for high-risk transportation. These vehicles provide enhanced protection against potential threats. Diplomats and business visitors may require armored transport for safety. Private security firms offer armored vehicle services to ensure secure transit. The use of armored vehicles illustrates the need for specialized security measures. These services mitigate risks associated with travel in certain environments. Collapsing services can lead to widespread shortages. Essential supplies like food become scarce. Medicine and healthcare resources are depleted. Basic utilities such as fuel and water become unavailable. A text graphic conveys Canada's warning regarding deteriorating living conditions. The warning includes concerns about potential medication shortages. Gasoline shortages are also highlighted as a potential issue. The graphic suggests a tense overall situation within Canada. The warning aims to raise awareness about these critical issues. The information is presented through a straightforward text-based format. The footage depicts a hospital operating beyond its capacity. Overcrowding indicates strain on the existing health infrastructure. Limited medical supplies exacerbate the challenges of high patient volume. This situation compromises the quality of care and increases the risk of infection spread. The scene highlights the urgent need for improved healthcare resources and infrastructure. Venezuelan prisons are characterized by harsh and dangerous conditions. These conditions pose significant risks to the safety and well-being of inmates. Arbitrary detention is a concerning issue within the Venezuelan prison system. Individuals may be held without due process or sufficient legal justification. The combination of harsh conditions and arbitrary detention creates a precarious environment for prisoners. Power outages disrupt daily life by affecting essential services. Food safety is compromised due to the lack of refrigeration. Communication networks can fail, hindering emergency responses. Basic amenities like lighting and heating are unavailable. Overall, power outages highlight our dependence on reliable infrastructure. This segment focuses on country-specific travel warnings. A passport close-up emphasizes the importance of passport matters. Country-specific warnings provide essential information for travelers. These warnings often address safety and security concerns. Travelers should consult these warnings before international travel. Passport validity and requirements are key considerations. The U.S. Embassy issues a Level 4 advisory. This advisory indicates a high level of risk for U.S. citizens. The primary recommendation is for U.S. citizens to depart immediately. This urgent call to action reflects serious safety concerns. U.S. citizens should consider all available options for safe departure. Adherence to this advisory is crucial for personal safety and security. Canada has issued a travel advisory against all travel. The advisory is due to violent crime in certain regions. Political instability also contributes to the travel warning. The Canadian flag symbolizes this official government advisory. Canadians should reconsider non-essential travel to specified areas. Travelers are urged to stay informed about current safety conditions. The British flag serves as a visual cue representing travel advisories for the United Kingdom. These advisories may highlight potential safety concerns for travelers. One such concern is the potential for high murder rates in specific areas. Travelers should be aware of these rates and take necessary precautions. Another consideration is the level of consular assistance available to citizens abroad. Limited consular support may impact the assistance available in emergency situations. Travel to Australia and New Zealand is currently discouraged due to safety concerns. The primary risks cited are high levels of criminal activity. There is also a significant threat of kidnapping in certain areas. Travelers are advised to reconsider non-essential trips until the situation improves. Indian nationals are advised to avoid non-essential travel. This advisory is due to political instability in certain regions. Travel may be risky due to a lack of basic necessities. Indian citizens should prioritize their safety and security. A news ticker display recent alerts. The alerts mention explosions. Military strikes are also referenced. The ticker includes information about possible airspace closures. These alerts are presented as breaking news updates. The information is conveyed concisely via the news ticker format. Travel warnings are issued to advise against non-essential journeys. Despite warnings, some individuals may still need to travel. Journalists are among those who might require travel during risky periods. Their work often involves reporting from locations under threat. This highlights the necessity of travel for certain professions, even when warnings are in effect. Safety gear is essential for individuals in hazardous environments. The use of safety gear emphasizes the need for extreme caution. Detailed preparation is crucial for safe travel and work. Proper safety equipment mitigates risks and ensures well-being. During security incidents, Venezuelans are advised to shelter in place. Sheltering in place involves seeking immediate refuge within a secure location. An emergency kit is essential for those sheltering in place. The kit should contain essential supplies for sustaining individuals during the incident. High-risk areas should be avoided to ensure personal safety. Maps can be used to identify and highlight these high-risk neighborhoods. Border regions often present elevated risks and should be approached with caution. Limiting movement after dark is a crucial safety precaution. Increased darkness reduces visibility and increases the risk of encountering danger. Planning routes and being aware of surroundings are essential for minimizing risk. A closed embassy door can symbolize a reduction in available consular services. This reduction often stems from decreased staffing levels at the embassy. Consequently, the range and availability of assistance may be limited. Travelers should be prepared for greater self-reliance in case of emergencies. Insurance policies provide financial protection against various risks. However, coverage can be limited based on specific circumstances and locations. Many insurance policies do not cover travel to countries under Do Not Travel advisories. Travelers should review their policy details to understand coverage limitations. A red alert graphic indicates a high-risk travel destination. The graphic serves as a visual warning against traveling to Venezuela. This warning is specifically for the year 2026. The alert suggests that travel to Venezuela is unsafe for most tourists. The red alert reinforces the severity of the travel advisory. The graphic aims to deter tourists from visiting Venezuela due to safety concerns. Venezuela possesses diverse and beautiful landscapes. These landscapes hold significant potential for tourism. The future vision includes a safe and stable environment. This stability is crucial for attracting travelers. Increased tourism can contribute to Venezuela's economic growth. A YouTube subscribe button is a visual element displayed on YouTube videos. Its primary function is to encourage viewers to subscribe to the channel. Clicking the button adds the channel to the viewer's subscription list. This ensures viewers are notified of new uploads from that channel. The button often includes a call to action to like and share the video. This promotes engagement and helps the video reach a wider audience. The chart presents key indicators of political instability in Venezuela. One crucial indicator is the perceived legitimacy of the government. High levels of civil unrest are another significant factor. These indicators provide insights into the country's socio-political climate. Analyzing these factors helps assess the overall stability of Venezuela. The chart visually represents these complex political dynamics. The graph illustrates Venezuela's economic decline over the last decade. The graph highlights significant GDP contraction. The graph also shows high inflation rates during the same period. These indicators reflect a severe downturn in Venezuela's economic stability. Venezuela's healthcare system faces significant challenges. Crowded hospital waiting rooms are a visual representation of these systemic issues. These conditions often indicate underfunding and resource scarcity. Limited access to medical services is a common consequence. Overcrowding can lead to longer wait times for patients. This situation reflects broader problems within the nation's healthcare infrastructure. The bar graph visualizes crime rates across different countries. Venezuela's crime rates are compared against those of other nations. The graph specifically highlights Venezuela's elevated homicide rate. This comparison underscores the severity of crime in Venezuela. The visual representation facilitates an understanding of relative crime levels. Venezuela faces significant shortages in basic services. These shortages include access to essential resources like water. An empty water tank symbolizes the lack of reliable water supply. This represents a critical challenge for the population. The image highlights the broader issues of inadequate infrastructure and resource management. U.S. sanctions have significantly impacted Venezuela's oil sector. These sanctions restrict Venezuela's ability to export oil, its primary source of revenue. The restrictions limit access to international markets and financial systems. Consequently, Venezuela faces challenges in maintaining and upgrading its oil infrastructure. Oil production has declined due to lack of investment in technological resources. This decline has led to economic hardship and reduced government revenue for Venezuela. Wrongful detention represents a significant human rights concern. Individuals may be imprisoned without sufficient legal basis or due process. This can result from political persecution, corruption, or judicial errors. The image of a prison cell symbolizes the potential for unjust imprisonment. Security checkpoints in Venezuela highlight the ongoing risk of terrorism. These checkpoints are a visible measure intended to deter potential terrorist activities. The presence of security aims to protect citizens and infrastructure from possible attacks. Terrorism risk necessitates heightened vigilance and proactive security measures. Checkpoints serve as a critical component of Venezuela's counter-terrorism strategy. The scene depicts a state of civil unrest. The location is Venezuela, as indicated by the setting. A protest is actively taking place. The events are unfolding during daylight hours. The demonstration suggests underlying social or political tensions. The scene captures a moment of conflict or dissent within the country. A closed embassy in Venezuela indicates a situation of limited consular assistance. Travelers in Venezuela may face challenges in accessing typical embassy services. Consular assistance includes passport services and emergency support. The closure restricts the availability of official aid and protection. Travelers should be aware of potential risks and limited support options. Food shortages are conditions where the availability of food is insufficient to meet the demand of a population. An empty supermarket visually represents the impact of food shortages on communities. This scarcity affects both local residents and visiting populations. Empty shelves symbolize disrupted supply chains and limited access to essential goods. The image evokes concerns about food security and potential societal instability. Medicine shortages are characterized by the unavailability of essential medications. These shortages can manifest as empty shelves in pharmacies. Limited access to healthcare is a direct consequence of medicine shortages. Patients may be unable to obtain necessary treatments. This situation can lead to adverse health outcomes. Medicine shortages highlight vulnerabilities in the healthcare supply chain. Fuel shortages lead to long lines at gas stations. These shortages directly impact personal transportation. Limited fuel availability disrupts daily commutes. Supply disruptions can affect the distribution of goods. Fuel scarcity highlights dependence on reliable energy sources. A dry tap is a potent symbol representing water shortages. It highlights the difficulty in accessing clean and safe water resources. Water scarcity is a growing global challenge. Limited access to water impacts health, sanitation, and agriculture. The image of a dry tap serves as a reminder of this critical issue. Power cuts lead to a sudden and complete loss of electrical power in affected areas. Frequent power outages can disrupt daily life and economic activities significantly. Essential services such as hospitals, transportation, and communication networks are severely impacted. Businesses experience downtime, leading to financial losses and reduced productivity. Residential areas face challenges including lack of lighting, heating, and access to electronic devices. Prolonged power cuts can also pose security risks and affect public safety. Dilapidated housing is a visible indicator of declining living conditions. The state of housing reflects the socio-economic challenges faced by residents. Poor housing conditions can impact health and overall well-being. The presence of dilapidated structures suggests a lack of resources for maintenance. Such conditions are symbolic of broader societal and economic decline. A military patrol often represents a heightened state of alert. It indicates a potential for conflict or instability in the area. The presence of a patrol can symbolize a tense security situation. It suggests the possibility of escalation or confrontation. Therefore, military patrols are indicative of underlying security concerns. A police checkpoint represents a location where law enforcement officers conduct routine checks. These checkpoints can be established for various purposes, including enforcing traffic laws. They also serve to maintain public order and prevent criminal activities. However, such checkpoints may also pose a risk of arbitrary detention. This risk arises when the criteria for stopping and questioning individuals are not clearly defined. Strict local laws can exacerbate this risk, potentially leading to unjust or prolonged detentions. Crime scenes often reveal the potential for extreme violence. Robberies can escalate into violent confrontations. Carjackings frequently involve the threat or use of deadly force. These incidents highlight the dangers faced by victims. Law enforcement investigates to understand the sequence of events and motives. Kidnapping for ransom is a significant risk in Venezuela. A ransom note is often used as a tool of communication by kidnappers. The ransom note symbolizes the intent to demand money in exchange for the victim's release. The presence of a ransom note confirms the motive behind the kidnapping. This illegal activity is a serious concern for both locals and visitors in Venezuela. Armed robbery involves the use of force or threat of force to steal property. It often occurs in public places like streets, stores, or transportation hubs. Perpetrators may use weapons such as firearms, knives, or blunt objects. Assault, involving physical harm, is a common component of armed robbery. The presence of bystanders can increase the risk and complexity of the situation. Awareness and preventative measures are crucial for minimizing potential harm. Carjacking is a violent crime involving the theft of a vehicle from its occupant. It often occurs on roadsides, posing a significant risk to drivers and passengers. The act typically involves force or intimidation to compel the victim to relinquish the vehicle. Roadside carjacking highlights the potential for sudden and dangerous encounters. Residential areas are vulnerable to home invasions and burglaries. Home invasions represent a significant security risk for residents. Burglary can lead to property loss and emotional distress. Residential security measures are crucial for prevention. Neighborhood watch programs can enhance community safety. Awareness and vigilance are key to minimizing home invasion risks. The scene depicts a hospital supply room, visibly empty. This emptiness symbolizes a scarcity of essential medical resources. Limited supplies can severely impact patient care and treatment options. The lack of supplies can also increase the risk of infection and complications. Resource limitations pose significant challenges to healthcare providers. Overcrowded hospitals reflect a healthcare system struggling to meet patient demand. High patient volume can lead to long wait times for treatment and admission. Limited resources, including staff and beds, are stretched thin during peak periods. This strain can compromise the quality of care and increase the risk of medical errors. Overcrowding can also contribute to the spread of infections within the hospital environment. Effective strategies are needed to manage patient flow and alleviate pressure on hospital infrastructure. Venezuelan prisons are characterized by harsh and dangerous conditions. The prison yard often symbolizes these difficult realities. These conditions pose significant risks to inmates' safety and well-being. Overcrowding and limited resources exacerbate the challenges within the prison system. The prison environment reflects broader issues of violence and instability. Damaged roads are a clear indicator of infrastructure failure. They present significant challenges to efficient transportation. The damage can range from minor potholes to complete road collapse. This compromises the safety and speed of vehicular movement. Transportation of goods and people is severely affected. Ultimately, Damaged roads hinder economic activity and development. Tap water can be unreliable due to potential contamination. Contamination can compromise the safety of tap water. Visual cues, like discolored water, may indicate contamination. Regular testing is essential to ensure tap water safety. Water filtration systems can improve tap water reliability. Public awareness is crucial for addressing water contamination issues. Maintaining reliable communication is crucial during emergencies. A broken phone line symbolizes a disruption in communication channels. This disruption can hinder the ability to relay critical information. Effective emergency response relies on the swift exchange of information. Therefore, communication infrastructure must be robust and resilient. Airspace closures can lead to significant disruptions at airports. These closures restrict aircraft from flying within a defined area. Airport operations are directly affected, causing delays and cancellations. Such disruptions impact travel schedules and logistical efficiency. Border crossings represent potential points of disruption to international travel. These disruptions can manifest as sudden border closures. Travel restrictions may be imposed with little to no advance notice. Such measures can significantly impact international mobility. Border closures can strand travelers and disrupt supply chains. These actions highlight the dynamic and sometimes unpredictable nature of international borders. Military operations inherently carry the risk of strikes. These strikes can occur in designated conflict zones. Such operations often involve potential for escalation. The presence of military activity indicates a heightened state of alert. Military strikes represent a tangible manifestation of armed conflict. An explosion site represents a location where a detonation or rapid combustion event has occurred. These sites are inherently dangerous due to the potential for structural instability. Explosion sites often contain hazardous materials released during the event. The presence of unexploded ordnance or debris poses a significant threat. Security incidents are a major concern at explosion sites, including potential for further attacks. Therefore, explosion sites symbolize unpredictable security risks and require careful management. The video concludes with a final message emphasizing the paramount importance of safety. This message serves as a reminder of the need for constant vigilance. It reinforces the principle that safety considerations must always take precedence. Preparedness is highlighted as a key component of maintaining a safe environment. In the end, stay safe and healthy. If you like the video, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share with your family and friends.